Thanks for watching this video, which will show you how to add video to an Office 365 SharePoint Online blog post. If you have a SharePoint blog and you want to add video, normally you would go to YouTube or your other video host, copy the embed code, open the HTML source of your post and paste in the embed code. Unfortunately, SharePoint lists don't support object or iframe tags, so when you save the post, your code will get stripped out. To work around that restriction, we're going to show you how to add an empty div to a post, add a web part to the post page, and add code which will insert the embed code into the post. To add the empty div, open the post HTML source for editing and just type in div and a closing div tag. Give the div an ID. We're using test1, but it can be anything. Save and close the editing box. The next thing you need to do is add a content editor web part to the page which is used for all blog posts. That page is called Post ASPX, but it's not accessible through the user interface, so you have to append this URL to your domain name. This URL snippet is available in the text instructions underneath the video. When you enter the URL, a standard web part page will open. So click Add Web Part, and when the web part dialog box opens, select the content editor and add it to the page. Open the content editor, edit web part. In the Content Editor Properties box under the Content Link pane, just enter a link, the relative URL of the file that you're going to create in the next step. In this case, we're putting in the Documents library, and we're calling the file test1.txt. Also underneath Appearance, make sure you select the right zone, because we want to make sure that this code runs after the empty div is found. And under Chrome type, select None so that the content editor doesn't put a title into your blog post. Then save the content editor web part. So now you have an empty div in your blog post, and you have the content editor web part which links to a file on the posts page. The next step is to create that file. To do that, you're just going to either paste some code into a notepad file, save it, and upload it to your documents library, or you can create the file directly in SharePoint Designer. The code is going to be the embed code that you get from your video host, wrapped in some JavaScript. You don't have to copy it from here, it'll be in the instructions underneath the video. If you want to create the file in SharePoint Designer, just navigate to the Documents library in the site, click File, Text File, change the name to match whatever you put into the content editor web part. Paste in the code from the previous step and save that file. So now you have an empty div in the blog post, you have a content editor web part linking to a file on the posts page, and you have the file present for the site. So when you reopen the post, your video should appear. there it is, right underneath the blog post, at the bottom of the post. So